Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Monday. I hope that you've had a really, really wonderful week so far. It is cold and dreary here in North Carolina. So I am sitting here in way too many layers of sweatshirts and with my little space heater, and y'all can make fun of me because it's like 50 degrees outside. I hope that you've had a really great weekend and a really great start to your week. If you are on the live, give me a hashtag live. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And let me know that you are out there. I would love hearing from you. Now, know that sometimes when I'm doing lives, I can't see all of the comments for some reason from StreamYard. It's a little bit weird and wacky. My personal profile seems to be one of those places where it kind of does that to me. So I'm going to see if I can load and see comments there. And if you are on the live, give me hashtag live. If you're on the replay, give me hashtag replay. Tonight we're going to talk about using live videos in particular to cultivate an audience and to facilitate communication. When I first started trying to grow my group, my online presence, Women Entrepreneurs Network, Women's Entrepreneur Network, it's a Facebook group here. It has 71,000 members. And we didn't have the opportunity to go live and do lives in 2015. About a year after I formed my group, we actually got the ability to go live on Facebook, and it was really, really exciting. And it allowed me to completely blow up my numbers, because what it does is it allows you to facilitate conversations with people. You can do live videos, you can reach out to people, you can put content out there, and you can have a back and forth conversation with people in a way that you just can't do otherwise. And you can invite people into your world, which is really, really cool. Because one of the things I am a big believer about is that building your platform plus your network plus your reputation yields clients. And a lot of times that platform and network piece has really less to do directly with your exact business and more to do with really your personal relationships that you get with people. It's one of the biggest mysteries. It's one of the hardest things to convey. It's one of the hardest things to teach, because you know, a lot of times we think that networking is all about getting the business. Honestly, networking is all about building the relationships. And it's not necessarily that you're being spammy or you're trying to get people onto your business. It's a lot about that connecting with people at a truly authentic level. Video facilitates that channel. And hey, Meg, good to see you. It feels like it has been at least, I don't know, 30 minutes since I saw you last. And one of the things Meg does particularly well has been connecting with people in the last year while she's working on growing her business. There is huge power in connecting with people. There is huge power in building relationships. One of the things that has been nigh on miraculous in my life in the last year has been the relationships that I have built that have actually provided a nearly miraculous way for me to get help long-term for my daughter in a way that the social workers at the hospital told me wasn't even possible. They had never seen it done before. But because I had relationships with people, because I had people on the outside who cheered me on, who gave me little bits and pieces and tidbits of information and said, hey, you need to ask for this and you need to ask for that. It was something totally unrelated to my business. And yet it has made a world of difference in my life. And it's those relationships that start to make a huge difference for us. The other cool thing is that I've built some lifelong friends. And I've learned about some really, really great businesses. By having videos, by interviewing people, by connecting with people in the online world, you know, I found places to go vacation. I have bought really cool solar lanterns that this one in particular. Thanks, Meg. I have found a personal trainer. I have done all kinds of things because I've started having those conversations with people. It's not necessarily about selling all the time, but sometimes it's about cultivating the relationship so that once somebody is ready and they're in a receiving mood, we're able to help them by providing our products and services to them. Is it easy? No. It's really much easier to drive traffic using ads. If you're on social media and all you want is clients and you want them now, honestly, the fastest way to do it is to drive people into a funnel using ads, either Google ads or Facebook ads, depending on your business, and just be done with it. That is still one of your favorite lanterns. It is one of mine too. But if you're going to go the more organic route of growing your business, of building a platform, of building your reputation and your network, using videos, connecting with people, using a video, getting people onto a call and having those connection calls is going to be vitally important to your business. Not everybody is going to buy from you instantaneously. That's okay. But they might. And it can be absolutely wonderful when it does. So, how do you use videos? It's just like what I'm doing right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. One of the things that I hear from people all the time is, I will do Facebook Live when I lose 25 pounds. Y'all, some of y'all have heard me say this. When I first started doing Facebook Lives and I first started doing videos, I weighed 400 pounds, over 400. I've since obviously lost a little bit of weight. I hear the comment all the time, I will do Facebook Lives when my hair is done. I don't know if y'all have looked at my hair lately, but I have crazy curly hair that kind of has a mind of its own. And it doesn't matter if I just went to the salon and had it done or if I did it at home, it's always kind of a little bit crazy and it does what it's going to do. So, the hair, the clothing, the makeup, I don't have everything perfect. It's just that. It's just an excuse for not getting on and using lives and cultivating them. And hey, Beth, good to see you. Another one of my favorite video people. And once you start doing lives and once you start having communication and conversations with people and you start facilitating those and you can take those conversations off the live, guess what? It blows up your numbers. If you want to make more money in your business and you want to do it fast, you use Facebook Lives or videos on Instagram or videos on LinkedIn. And the cool thing is with StreamYard, or some of the other technology, you can actually broadcast to multiple platforms at the same time. So you don't have to be generating videos on every single platform at the same time. If you want to make more money, if you want to do it fast, use videos, start connecting with people because it enables and it facilitates communication. And you don't have to have the perfect light. You don't have to have the perfect microphone. Guess what, guys? I'm using earbuds. I bought the expensive microphone and it didn't play well with my computer. So I have the inexpensive $10 earbuds because that's what works with my silly computer. You do what you got to do to go live. When I first started going live, I didn't have the perfect background. I had kids who hung in the background, who hung off the walls like tinsel, and who would run in, and my youngest would take great delight in throwing stuffed animals at me whenever he could, or hanging stuffed animals on my head because that was what he did. It was one of my proudest mommy moments. It wasn't comfortable in the beginning. It absolutely was not. But I will tell you that the numbers in my business absolutely reflected my consistency in going live. And they still do. When I'm going live, I generate more clients. When I'm not going live, I generate fewer clients. That's kind of how it works. If you're looking for a fast, easy, and cheap way to promote your business, do lives. Do them regularly. And Beth says, thank you, Haley. Facebook Lives, the more you do, the more comfortable you get in your own skin. Yeah, what's funny is I think all of our first lives were absolutely awful. The first time we do stuff, we have to accept that it's going to look a little bit weird and we're going to be really unnatural and it's going to be really weird. And it's going to kind of suck. But you know what? Mine sucked. I know I sucked. I know I was really, really bad at doing lives to start with. And now I'm kind of not as bad. I won't say I'm perfect at it, and a lot of people are like, well, I'll do YouTube videos once I can produce them and stand on my head and click my heels. Yeah, I just broadcast straight to YouTube. It's not like I'm doing anything fancy there. I'm just going live and broadcasting it also to YouTube. And hey there, how's it going? I am trying to figure out who is telling me, hey, Miss Haley, because there's only a few people who that could possibly be. So anyway, use video. If people want to know exactly what I did to blow up my business, to get in front of more people, to make more money, to do it fast, y'all, Facebook Lives are it. You can use StreamYard. It is $25 a month to broadcast to 3 locations. It's $49 a month to do like 8. If you're really serious about okay, I need one marketing tool that's going to help me get out there and get seen by a bunch of people, this is it. I don't know how to do that. Oh, hey, Aida, good to see you. Facebook was not showing me your name, so good to see you. So, start thinking about how you can use lives. How can you leverage it? How can you put out content that is going to work for you? A lot of people will come to me to work on their marketing and their business. And there's a lot of things that we do as part of a digital marketing agency. Look, we do SEO, we do search engine optimization, which gets you found on Google. And what we're doing there is we're doing a combination of things. We're building backlinks, we're building content. We're doing a lot of stuff on your website so that you get found and ranked better by Google. It's not free. It starts at several $100s a month for us to do it because it's a ton of work. We do Google ads. Once again, you can get great results, but it's not free. It's not low cost necessarily. We do Facebook ads. Once again, it can generate absolutely tremendous results. Doing Facebook ads management, doing social media, doing an engagement strategy on LinkedIn. These things all generate clients in our business, but none of them are very low cost. None of them just take a few minutes of our time once or twice a week. Facebook Lives do. I mean, honestly, if you're using live video and you're doing a video once a week, twice a week, broadcasting it straight, generate your talking points, get on here, do your lives, answer some questions, be real, communicate with people. That is powerful. You don't even have to have a fancy website. You can even have a single page landing page that you send people to book a call with you. It is amazing how well it works. And I actually posted my link above to book a call with me in case you want to do a strategy session. I talk to people all the time about marketing strategy. And, the people that do the best with their marketing strategy are the people who are doing lives day in and day out in their businesses. They're doing them consistently. They're getting out there and they're reaching more of an audience. And it's not just me who blew up my group from about 5,000 members up to 71,000 members using lives, but it's so many other people who use lives. And, they're doing it on Instagram. They're doing it on TikTok. They're doing it on Twitter. They're doing it on LinkedIn. They're doing it on every single social media platform because guess what? Video allows us to connect with our audience in a way that other things don't. I can post all the cute cat pictures in the world and all the cute beans pictures in the world, but it doesn't allow you to connect in the same way and the same kind of a relationship that doing video does. And you're more likely to eventually book a call with me if I keep asking you to please book a call with me to learn more about doing marketing strategy if I'm doing live videos and I'm consistently connecting with you. You want to know how I grew my group? You want to know how I grew my business? I'm telling you, lives. I did it. So I hope that helps. I hope that y'all are having a really, really awesome night and that things are going super duper well for y'all. I am going to go ahead and do a card pull from each of my Oracle decks. So this one is the Love Your Inner Goddess. And I kind of double dog dare y'all. I absolutely double dog dare you to try doing video. And if your excuse is my boobs are too big, so are mine. My hair is too curly. Yeah, I got the crazy hair. I can't wear makeup. I'm overweight. Check, check, check. I've done all that. I had a really bad background for a really long time. And my kids decided to throw up Christmas decorations all over my background. And, it's never going to be perfect. But you know what you do is you go out there and go do it. Do I recommend to do lives in your timeline separately from your group lives? I'm actually doing it simultaneously into my group and onto my timeline right now. I'm just lazy. Honestly, if you have the time, effort, and energy, do it separately. I have not had the energy or the time to do it separately. I believe that done is better than perfect, which is why I simultaneously broadcast my lives to YouTube, even though they are not as polished as they could be, because I believe that it is important to get out there and go do it and just be consistent, more so than trying to do it on multiple platforms. What I found, for me at least, is that trying to do it in multiple places at multiple times leads to failure. Susan, good question. How many a day? I wouldn't do more than one live per day. And the best time is whenever works for you. I actually started doing my lives at 10 p.m. every night because here's the funny thing. When my kids were a little bit younger, so I started the group 5 years ago. By 10 p.m., my house had calmed down a little bit and the kids were no longer like bouncing off the walls and quite as obnoxious. It was also about the time that people on the East Coast are starting to go to bed. And on the West Coast, they are at about 7 p.m. So they're after work. So it works pretty well there. It doesn't work so well for people in the UK and Europe. So sometimes I will do I'll do a live during the day, but most of the time I'm doing my lives at night just because it's convenient for me. And what's really kind of cool, Susan, is that people will start to show up on your lives whenever you're telling them that you're going to do lives. And if you're consistent about showing up at a particular time, date, and place and telling people when you're going to show up, they're going to show up too. So it doesn't matter if it's 11 o'clock at night or if it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, I would keep it kind of in normal timelines, but it would be, it could be a little bit, in normal timelines, but I wouldn't go like 2 o'clock in the morning necessarily, unless you were targeting a particular time zone. So if you were in Japan and doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning, that might make sense. But because you're doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning, your time, it's going to be a different time zone here. So sometimes, you're figuring out where your target audience is and doing it a little bit, but generally I would say do it when is most convenient for you. And don't worry about trying to please everybody because there is absolutely no perfect time to do a live. There's pros and cons to every single option. But like I said, for me, it's just been a choice that I've made and it's worked out well because of my kids. And with 4 kids in the house, it has been more than a little bit of a 3-ring circus. If you sent me an inquiry to my email, I will be checking it after this live. So know that it may take me a little bit of time to respond. We do respond. If somehow my email ate it and you don't hear back from me in a day or so, please do ping me again. Sometimes when I don't hear back from you immediately, it kind of goes weird. If you sent an inquiry via the website, I would love to help you with all of this crazy stuff. And it went to my admin, my operations manager, who is probably going to respond directly to you. I will check in with her and make sure that she is checking on it and that she's tracking it. Yeah, exactly. Meg, you found that consistency is key. Go live around the same time every time and people get used to seeing you and expect you to be live. Like I started doing it at 10 p.m. every night because it just works for me. Exactly. Not because it's perfect, but because we just are picking a time and going with it. And we're doing the best we can with what we have. And sometimes it's a three-ring circus. I'll be honest. Just like Meg has, kids at home and, doing all the crazy stuff right now. It's just part of being an entrepreneur. So yes. And thank you. And I appreciate you contacting me. And certainly we are going to be in touch. I'm going to go sorting through my email. I'm looking at the counter on my email right now, and I'm kind of rolling my eyes because it's at 170 at the moment. So know that I'm going to go look for your email. It's just going to take me a little bit, and I'm going to track with Nicole, who's my operations manager, to make sure that we get a response back to you at ASAP, because we do take your contacting us pretty seriously. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do my card pull. That's a good one. I've never done any lives as an ergonomics consultant. What do you think are good talking points to talk about? Same topics each time or change it up? I would keep it around ergonomics, honestly. What are ergonomics? I would even demonstrate. I might even show some of the bad things people have done as far as ergonomics that they thought were really, really good. Sometimes we do things that we think are right. And, maybe our chair is too high or the monitor is too low, or, we're doing this at a weird angle. I would be talking about all of the ergonomics fails that you've seen, because chances are your readers are really going to, or your viewers are going to recommend or recognize that they've done most of those things. I mean, it's even talking about how to prevent carpal tunnel syndrome and understanding when you are, doing things at an angle on your desk that could be causing carpal tunnel. And I also think that it's important as an ergonomics consultant that you be talking to corporate and different businesses. So I would also be looking at LinkedIn and looking to connect to people on LinkedIn who might be able to get you into either small or medium-sized businesses and even larger corporate businesses about doing some ergonomics consulting, because, we don't know what we don't know. And there are certain things that you are going to be able to spot from a mile away that those of us who are not experts in your field are never going to be able to see. It's like somebody I know who does bra fittings. She can spot things from a mile away that are going to cause you pain or not cause you pain, or going to fit or not fit, that I wouldn't have a clue. Just as I can spot things in computer code that you might not be able to tell from anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first card pull before I prattle on all night. Let me know what card you would like for me to pull, and I will be happy to pull a card. And Susan, you are most welcome. It's consistency, and it's showing up at a time that's comfortable to you as much as anything. If you were really, really bound and determined to grow your connections, just doing it consistently will get you. So here's a good question. When we're doing lives, for example, my field is health and wellness. How important is it to do lives about your everyday life? I think that you have to show up as a real person, but you don't have to tell every single detail about your life. I certainly don't tell y'all all the crazies in my life, although I've told plenty of crazy stories. But, like having a possum in my kitchen and stuff, but I don't think I Facebook Lived that until just now. It could be, lots of different topics that you can talk about it. But, I would use health and wellness and maybe throw in bits and pieces about your life so people can relate to you. Sometimes I talk about my life in order to get people to understand that you don't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect in business. And to show you that I am anything but perfect. I'm just out here getting it done. And Shaba, I would be delighted to speak about marketing anytime. Let me write it down so that I can follow up. Cool. I'm excited. Thank you guys. And my calendar link is above. Also, if you guys just want to ever hop on a call and just chat with me, I'm happy to chat. So I'm going to pull a card now. I have piles of cards, and they are a ton of fun. And doing Facebook Lives is a ton of fun. So for me, getting to do Oracle card pulls on Facebook Lives is like so much fun, because this one is the Love Your Inner Goddess, and it works well for guys too, so don't worry. And then I have the Enchanted Map Oracle cards as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card, unless I see somebody yelling at me that they want the 7th card. I'm going to pull the top one, and then I'm going to pull the 7th one. So this is the top one, and it is Magdalene. And I just love the artwork on these, honestly. And you can get this card deck from Amazon. You can experience a feeling of being completely reborn, like a mythical phoenix rising from the ashes of what once was, the past completely burned away. It is not about forgetting the past, but it is the reality that the past doesn't have any hold over you. You are being given a spiritual blessing from deep within your heart to cast off anything and everything without exception from the past that does not bring you peace. The universe wants to take it from you, so let it go. There is now a brand new you, clean, fresh, and ready to start again, with the protective grace of the divine all around you and within you, shining light, bright and true. And the 3rd one from the top is yours, Susan. 33. Mermaid Soul. Isn't she pretty? Deep within, you know what excites and inspires you. Your job is not to decide whether that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been shown throughout history that the ideas with which they once scoffed at can become the realities that they rely upon and take for granted as a natural part of their daily lives not long afterwards. You too shall move from doubt to wondering how you ever lived without this passion, idea, or inspiration of yours. Let the universe show off its creative flair for the unexpected and inspirational through you. Do not give up what truly moves and inspires your heart, for soon enough it will be part of your world. And for my crazy 7th from the top, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is such a good one. Yeah, let it go, right? Let it go, let it go. There we go. Be there for you. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior of other people or circumstances outside of your control to indicate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything you feel that you have done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily if you stop punishing yourself whenever you feel that you've made a mistake. Even the decisions that we regret can help us grow wiser when we swap judgment for compassion. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out well so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, and be good to you. Okay, so that's this deck. That's the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. And now I'm going to pull from the other deck. And I hope that this provides a little bit of inspiration. And I don't always give you guys the guidance, but please don't go making life-altering decisions. Use this as perhaps a bit of inspiration, not necessarily to change your entire life. So this is this card deck. If you guys would like to see, and I am going to do, other opinions are none of your business. They don't dictate who you are. And opinions are like booties. Everybody has one. And my opinion of you doesn't matter to you a bit, or other people's opinions of you doesn't matter really a lick. So it's important that what you care and what you think about yourself is what matters the most. And that becomes the more important the further you get along in business, because it takes a lot of inner healing and a lot of power and a lot of grace to grow your business and faith. Hang on just a second. Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize. I didn't get the mute button that fast. I am going to, I am shuffling these cards inexpertly because they are all stuck together. So let me know. I will go ahead and pull one here in just a second after I feel like they've been good and shuffled, and set yourself a really good intention. And let me know that you've got your intention set for what you need. And I am going to go ahead and pull a card here in just a sec. And now I feel like I have shuffled my cards good. So I have these cards. They look like this. And here is this one. Peaks of Joy. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you'll be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement. You've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level in your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. So I hope that this is a little bit inspirational to you, a little bit fun. And I look forward to connecting with y'all again tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, like I do most evenings. Take care. Bye-bye.